Thursday, February 17th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. I am meteorologist Matthew East, and another warmer day set to unfold today as we keep the warming trend going. A lot of record high temperatures could wind up being challenged across the region tomorrow for our Friday. Good looking weekend, and then some changes as we get into next week, and still a lot of uncertainty with some of the details of next week as well. Let's start off with the radar imagery across the country this morning, and very little in the way of any significant precipitation once you get east of the Rocky Mountain region. There's been a few light showers down around parts of the southern Piedmont and the Sandhills region. Not very much at all to write home about, but just enough to kind of wet the pavement in a couple spots. Those are very spotty in nature, and they won't last long. A lot of cloud cover, a lot of stratus clouds across much of South Carolina into the southern Piedmont, parts of the Sandhills as we're starting off the day, but a lot of that will erode away. It looks like generally a partly cloudy type of sky on the way for today. Now there's the temperature scheme across the lower 48. And notice how mild it is back in much of the Plain States and the Mississippi River Valley. In fact, you had Chicago only getting down toward the upper 40s for lows this morning. 60 plus in a lot of real estate here, and those are 4 a.m. Central Time temperatures back through the Central Time Zone. And that milder air continues to develop in our direction. This is the upper air pattern today, and some minor ridging here across the southeastern part of the country, and it's enough to pull that milder air our way. Now, over the weekend, notice the ridging builds over the western Gulf of Mexico, and that kind of tilts the flow in a northwest direction around here. So a little bit of a cool down, but still the weekend looks pretty good. Mainly some 60s for highs, maybe getting back toward the low 70s in some spots Sunday. Monday looks like another relatively warm day, but then some changes next week. This is Tuesday morning, and a lot of next week's forecast kind of hinges on this disturbance right there and exactly where it winds up tracking. And I'll show you some of the various modeling output here for that system. Let's go with the GFS first. This is the 0Z run of the GFS. A mild day today. Highs across the Piedmont, mid to upper 60s, even some low 70s this afternoon in some spots. Everybody should be up at least into the low to mid 70s tomorrow. A lot of record high temperatures will be challenged across the region tomorrow afternoon. Also kind of breezy this afternoon and tomorrow afternoon. Not largely, hugely, significantly breezy, but we're talking maybe some gusts to 25 miles an hour or so, and that'll add to that wildfire danger once again today and tomorrow. Now here's Saturday's map, and notice this high pressure kind of nosing in from the north, so looks like we'll shave some degrees off of our forecast for Saturday compared to what we're going to see on Friday rather. So Saturday's high is probably in the 60s. Sunday, we'll call it upper 60s to low 70s, depending on how well this southwesterly flow tries to get reestablished. I think it's a little tricky here. Let's go to Monday on the GFS, and here's the next developing area of low pressure back here in Arkansas on the GFS, 1 o'clock Monday afternoon, and then you go to Tuesday morning, and that low is sitting close to the Outer Banks at the same time. Pretty strong area of high pressure here, 1032 millibar high around the Great Lakes, bleeding some cold air down. And you just look at if you look at the 2-meter temperatures here from some of the extracted data off the 0Z GFS, it kind of goes nuts with the cold air. It has in Greensboro, for instance, a 7 a.m. temperature Tuesday morning at 24. That's just kind of really going nuts with the low-level cold air. Now let me show you the Canadian. Same time frame here, 7 a.m. Tuesday, low pressure centered over Charlotte, and pretty decent snow event in the Canadian from Kentucky into the Virginias, near the Ohio River Valley. And the European is different. This is actually 24 hours earlier, the Monday morning, but notice a low pressure way up in Pennsylvania and New York State. And then that cold front drops in here by Tuesday on the European. So I've kind of trended in the direction actually of a cooler type of scenario with that, more of a southerly track with the low pressure. I have gone ahead and included a shower chance in my formal forecast from Monday night into Tuesday morning. And then I've kind of gone with a cooler scenario behind that system. Let's go with the GFS again here on Wednesday of next week. High pressure building down the eastern seaboard. And if that's correct, we're probably looking at best at low to mid 50s for highs by Wednesday. And so what I've kind of done with the forecast package this morning is I have posted those highs in the 50s Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week. But there's still a lot of variability and possibilities there. A couple frames from later panels here of the 0Z GFS. This is the 26th Saturday morning, so a week from Saturday. Cold front with an area of low pressure kind of embedded with it and moving through. And I wanted to show you, just look at all the cold air here. Let's go back to this chart. That's the 26th. This is out on March the 1st. Actually, the 2nd at 0Z, so the evening of March 1st. And those blue lines, those are 850 millibar temperatures, and that's 30 degree below zero, 850 millibar temperatures. So a lot of cold air in Canada, and you just get the feeling that's going to try to bleed south from time to time as we get toward the latter stages of February into March, but still don't have a great handle on any of the specifics regarding that. But I do not think we're done with the cold air. All right, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching this Thursday edition. Have a great day, and God bless.